the freaking A? Why is it? Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to open the lid. Hi you guys, it's Carl's here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing and having a conversation about a very highly coveted and very popular eyeshadow palette. I'm so dramatic. Anyways, you guys, a very popular eyeshadow palette. So today's video, we are going to be reviewing and talking about the Pat McGrath Mothership VIII in the Divine Rose 2, part 2, part dos. Okay, seriously, I need to calm down. Anyways, you guys, so if you don't already know, this particular palette actually has been re-released from the limited edition pink mirror box display, however you want to call it, which is very interesting. But anyways, if you want to know exactly the conversation about that and how well this eyeshadow applies and if it's still worth the $125, yes, $125, then you know what? Keep on watching. Alright you guys, so let's get right into the video. So as I mentioned, we are going to be having a conversation about this sucker right here. Why am I being so dramatic again? Okay, this video is probably gonna be a hot mess as usual, but with a little bit of dramaticness to it. Is that even a word? I don't know. Anyways, you guys, so if you don't already know, this particular palette right here, the Mothership VIII Divine Rose 2, is now being re-released in their limited edition pink mirror, or not literally a mirror, but the pink, display box. Here, I'll show you exactly what I mean by that, which I think is very intriguing, why they're re-releasing a limited edition. Like, isn't that what it means by limited edition? That it's for a limited time, they're not bringing it back, right? At least, I don't know. Anyways, you guys, so before I open this, the packaging is the same in terms of like the box itself. The carton remains the same, no difference. So when you actually open it up, I don't have the quote unquote re-release of the limited edition. I say that so dramatically because, all right, so the first time when this came out in June of 2020. So they're promoting this particular palette. I would say in like May, hyping it up. I think a little bit before that too, but I could be wrong. But when it was released in June, this particular palette right here, the black one and the pink one, were both both of them were supposed to be limited edition. However, the pink one actually sold out within minutes. So if you were one of the lucky ones to actually purchase the pink one, kudos to you, lucky to you that you're able to get it. So they never brought it back. They still continued to sell the black carton unit, container, however you want to call it, that still remained on the market, and then it ended up going into Sephora's actual physical and online stores. So anyways, so now if you notice, they re-release this one in the pink variation. I'm assuming they did that probably for like Valentine's, but my thing is, if something's limited edition, which I don't understand why a lot more beauty companies are doing this now, when they market something as limited edition, you're gonna get it before it sells out, and people run try to get it, and then they re-release it again, or they put more in stock. Like, you bogus. You know you were trying to hide extra surplus and then, well, I mean, not saying it's surplus, but you know what I mean. Like, they didn't mean for it to be limited edition. They were just trying to trick these consumers to buying the products right away so that their sales go up, right? Anyways, I'm just having a rant moment. So, all right, so you guys, nothing has changed in terms of the packaging other than this right here being pink. Nothing has changed. The packaging is the same. The mirror is the same in terms of like the beveled. Like, this mirror right here is super slick. Like, it's like high class. Seriously. And then the weight of this is like really heavy. So for 125 bucks, I can see where the money went to in terms of the packaging. Anyways, you guys, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions about when a company does a quote unquote limited edition? That is it. no more being made, and all of a sudden you, like a few months later, then they re-bring it back out again as why I just said that. Anyways, when they re-bring it back as limited edition, like, you trying to trick us as Boo Boo the Fool? You know, we already knew that was limited edition before. So now you're trying to bring it back and apply it as, no, not apply it, remarket it or rebrand it as limited edition. I don't know, you guys. Why am I having a moment today? Oh. All right, you guys, so you know what? Let's just go right into a tutorial using this particular eyeshadow palette. Again, no difference in terms of the pink one. They are all the same. They remain the same, except just the color of the unit, the carton. But since we're here, let's go and take this off. This is so rewarding. Now, the only downfall is that you're going to see my fingerprints all on this sucker. So I did recently win this in a YouTube giveaway, so I'm pretty ecstatic that I actually got this within my collection. That's really cool that I was able to get this and add it to my collection. I just said that. Anyways, you guys, so let's go ahead and peel off the sticker off of this too. Oh my god, isn't this so satisfying? Or is it just me? Maybe I'm just really odd that, you know, like, this is just satisfying. I'm special. All right, you guys, so you know what, since we already had our conversation about what we thought about the pink and the limited edition, let's go ahead and start creating a look for you guys. So I'm going to go right into this particular palette. Of course, Carlos, what else are we going to go into? I tell you, I'm so special. So the first shade I'm going to go into this top one over here. Hopefully you guys are able to see it. And that is the shade Naked Blush. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. I have no clue what I was about to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply that right on the crease line area of my eye. And just so that it kind of blends inward. So hopefully you guys able to understand what the heck I'm saying, because some days I don't understand what I'm saying. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Anyways, you guys, all right, so this is where I'm going to apply that shade. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that much pigment. Okay, keep in mind, this is actually the very first time I've ever used anything from Pat McGrath before. So this is actually, for me, a first impressions of this particular brand. And whoa, for it to be such a, like, a light, it's one of the lightest shades in the palette. I can't believe that there's that much pigment. Huh. I'm amazed. Anyways, you guys, the simplest things, I tell you. All right, so let's go ahead and just finesse this right here. And as you see, I am now just doing windshield wiper, but I'm going to pack the most of it right here and then bring it inwards with the remaining of the product. So let me show you once more exactly what I mean. So I'm just going to blot it here. And this, in this motion right here, windshield wiper, bring it inward and then lightly bring it upwards. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, you guys, so the next shade I'm going to go into, I'm actually going to use the same brush, but I'm going to go into the corner shade right here, which is the Skin Show Rose Opal. And I'm just going to apply that directly right on top of the shade that I just got done using. Again, I'm not using any different brushes whatsoever. I'm going to be using the same one since the color scheme is pretty much, or not the color scheme, the color shade is very similar. So if I use this right on top of it, it should be a nice just topper for that particular shade. So hopefully I'll be able to get a look with that. Now let me take a look, because this first time around I didn't see anything. Let me see a little bit more. All right, it's there, but I'm thinking because the Naked Blush was still a little bit dark, it's just taking a little bit more time to see it through. Okay, there it goes. My camera's not focused. All right, let me go ahead and apply just a little bit more. At least it's subtle. At least it's not like it kills or overkills the look. It's actually pretty decent. Okay, it's very subtle, so I'm okay with that. Let me go ahead and play with this a little bit more. All right, you guys, so the next shade I'm going to go into Extreme Burgundy. Now, you probably saw this, right? We will talk about that towards the end of the video because, anyways, you guys, so now I'm going to go into this particular brush right here. It's more of a smaller pack-on brush, so I'm going to apply this on the outer corner of my eye, and just hopefully I want to be able to kind of like darken out those edges right there. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that. So if I just pat this down, right, you see this? All right, so let me go back into the shade again. Now, since I know this formula is very pigmented, I got to be careful with these darker shades because I don't want it to be very too difficult. I did it again. Too difficult to buff out. So this is where I want to go here now first, in a sense of, did I make no sense of what I just said? This is the amount that I want to apply first and then kind of like buff it inward, because now this side will give it more of a the words. Oh my god. All right, so you see exactly what I mean, the difference. So now if I just pack it on and then work it upward in circular motions to kind of give it more of a buffed out look. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean by this. All right, you guys, so the next shade I'm going to go into Divine Dust. Yes, this palette is very dusty. I do have some opinions about that, but again, I will talk about that towards the end of the video. Anyways, you guys, so as I mentioned, I'm going to go into Divine Dust. I'm going to the same brush I just got done using prior, and I'm just going to apply that directly right on top of the brown, not the brown, but the burgundy shade that I did use. And again, I'm just going to pack that on. Hopefully you guys are able to see that. So again, I'm just packing it on. I'm not buffing it out yet. I want to make sure that there actually is pigment on here, so you guys can see exactly what I mean by this. All right, so again, just packing it on there, pack it on. To be completely honest, I'm not really seeing anything, and it could probably be because I already used that darker shade, and now I'm just going on there pretty much with a lighter, like kind of like soft metallic shade of it. So again, just packing it on, and that's pretty much it. What I'll end up doing is getting a clean brush and then kind of just buff it around just to make sure there aren't no harsh lines. But so far, I mean, it's nothing like bad. I mean, you see it, but it's not like bold, which is fine because I really want the look to be kind of soft and settled on the outer corner of the eyes. So let me go ahead and apply this a little bit more on this particular side right here. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to go into, I'm not even going to say the word because I know I will butcher it. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is this Triclocarban. If you notice, it kind of like holographic, it changes colors. I don't know if it's going to translate well in terms of the eyelid because again, these are shades that are, it's like a hit or miss from what I've thus far have experienced. Either sometimes the lighting can just be completely off, or maybe it could just be the makeup brush or the finger or however you're applying it doesn't always translate well. So let me go ahead and just get a little bit of that product right there. Let's take a look. And the type of brush that I'm going to be using is more of a pack brush, thin. So there goes the product, as you can see. And now all I'm going to do is just apply it right directly on the water below. Oh my God, what I'm about to say. Right here in the middle of the eye, and I'm not taking it up any further, at least not that I plan to. Hopefully you guys are able to see. So right here, I'm just slowly packing it on. There you go. Now if I wanted to, I could go in there with a setting spray and to kind of give it more of a bold look. Hopefully, let me go ahead and try that now and see if that actually does anything. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Now let me go back into that same shade and let's just for kicks, you know what I mean? Let's actually see. My God, the words. Let's just see. I'm so special. And see if this actually changes anything. All right. You know, it's so weird because again, when I'm looking in the external monitor, I'm not seeing anything, but when I'm like sitting slantwards, like going this way, I can actually see the green. That's like in the trial shade. Like I actually do see it. But when I'm looking in the mirror, I mean in the external monitor, I don't see it. Okay, maybe a little bit. When I go this way, right? All right, let's just keep playing with this a little bit further and see. You see the green? It's there actually. Actually do like the fact that when I wet it, it does look a little bit more defined. Okay, let's keep applying this on the other eyelid as well. All right, you guys, so I was able to go ahead and apply that particular shade on both of the eyelids. I actually am now seeing the green, the purple in the external monitor, where before I wasn't able to see it. So it's actually there. Not surprised. I mean, I am surprised. When I say I'm not surprised. Anyways, you guys, so the next shade I'm going to go into this one right here, which is the Gold Lust 001. And I'm going to take more of a smaller flat brush. Hopefully it's picking up on your guys' end, and I'm just going to take that particular shade and apply it in the inner corner of my eye. I also wet the brush because again, I don't know if this is going to if it's going to pick up well with a wet brush or with a dry brush, but you know what, let's just go with a wet brush because so far the wet technique did work really well with this. Whoa, you see this? Okay, let's just take a look. So again, I'm just going to apply it in the inner corner of my eye right here. Wow. Okay. And I'm just going to go very lightly upward, not too much to go over this shade in the middle, but just enough where it looks like it's kind of like blends into it a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is just pack it very softly in the inner corner of my eye, like right here. You see this? It's nice, actually. It's really, really nice, this gold. So now if I go back to the other brush that I did with the middle shade and just pat them together, they should be able to blend very nicely. There you go. You see that? Oh my God. Gorgeous, right? All right, let me go ahead and finish the other eye. All right, you guys, so I went off camera to complete the overall look. So what I ended up doing is obviously I went in with some mascara. I did not use any falsies because I really wanted the eye look to stand on its own. So what I ended up using was the Kush Waterproof Mascara from Milk Cosmetics or Milk Makeup Cosmetics. And then on my lips, I'm using two particular products. I'm actually using a MAC lipstick, and this is in the shade Nude de Jour. It probably won't pick up. Anyways, you guys, and then on top of that, I use PatmcGrath Bronze Astral, I can never say that word, Astral Vinyl Gloss on top of the lips. And then what I ended up doing as well, I went into this particular shade right here, which is the Dust, I can't remember the shade name. Oh, Gold Dust, looking on the card. The Gold Dust 001, and I just apply that very lightly on the lips in the middle. Now, is one of those shades that's like, okay, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? But actually, it bounces off pretty evenly with the eyeshadows themselves. So not bad. So then what I end up doing in terms of the eye look, I end up bringing that gold tone on the waterline area and taking a little bit leftover product from the brown and just slightly smudging it out on the waterline area. Now, in terms of the eyelids, what I end up doing to kind of make the eye look pop even more, I took that same lip gloss or vinyl gloss from a PatmcGrath, and I got very like a small little brush. Let's see, like just a really thin little brush, pour just a smidge on there and just work it out. So this way it kind of gives it more of like a water look. Hopefully it's picking up on your guys' end. Now it's really glistening, so that's the look that I really was hoping to achieve. I actually do like it. It actually came out pretty well. Do I feel like my eyelids are sticky? Actually, surprisingly, no. Even though it is a lip gloss, and because it is a little bit more thicker in consistency, no issues whatsoever. I don't know. You guys definitely leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys' thoughts and opinions with this overall look. All right, you guys, so now in regards of the palette itself, the formula is really, really good. I have no issues whatsoever. Blendability is there. There was no patchiness, no fallout, surprisingly. So even if you want to put foundation on prior to doing your eyelids, you know what? Go ahead and do that, because I don't have any problems. Granted, right now I don't have any foundation on, but even that, I don't have any residue from the powders that I use. So that's actually a plus. Now, in terms of the actual palette, now the palette is very filthy. I am not going to lie. Look at this, like, oh, there is a lot of kick up, which obviously creates a lot of loose product. I mean, look at the mirror. Even the mirror has a lot of the product on there. And you know what? It's typical, I'm not going to lie, with a lot of products, or not a lot of products, but with a lot of eyeshadows that are on the market right now, you're going to have a lot of kick up. But this is dirty. Like, I have to go in here and really clean this up, because this is going to bother me. It's like huge, like a mess everywhere. But in terms of the formula, in terms of creating an eyeshadow look, no problems whatsoever. I mean, I really do like the overall look. Again, leave a comment below. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. If you really like this, do you have this particular palette, or do you have the pink one, the original release of the limited edition, or did you already pick up the pink limited edition? I'm not even sure if they even shipped them out yet, but yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know your guys' thoughts, and if you do enjoy this particular palette, if you already have it. All right, you guys, so before I conclude my video, I would like for you guys to go ahead and follow this particular YouTube channel right there. I will also include a link in the description field below in terms of her channel right here. So that is Haute Modesty. She is fantastic. She is a joy to watch. If you're not subscribed to her channel, make sure that you go ahead and go out to her channel, subscribe, and in her most recent video, go ahead and say, hello, Carlos sent you, Carlos from TrulyMKE, and you know, just give her a shout out. Anyways, you guys, because I'm clearly a hot mess, this video is ready to come to an end. Anyhow, until then, make sure you all brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye now.